Alright, so here's the actual edit so far for the tutorial. Alright, now that you got all your timer done, set in all that good stuff, you put on blur curves, keyframe ZXY, turn down shift duration, make sure these are at the beginning. Now go to like, this point in my video at least. You turn down Z a bit, turn up, or no, turn down Y. Now what I'll do for this video is I'll reset these. Now since it has that type of song, I want it to zoom into the scope. So in this case, I'll make it go like this and make it so it's right before this, the actual shot. And then this is where your screen pump will be. Put it down to like 0.2 or something. Go a couple frames after later on. Now that I got this, but since I didn't use X, I could just turn that off. And now just move this over a bit. Actually, before we do that, I'll finish it off. Add some keyframes there, so we can actually do it over here as well. And just so it doesn't get repetitive, we'll do this. Actually, this is where we'll use X. So, sorry for deleting it earlier, but we'll make it so it goes to like actually looking at the gun. Same thing as before, right before the actual shot, reset, and then you put the screen pump, reset, and now that you got all those set, F9, go into Z-Disc. Now you're gonna kinda wanna do like a transition ref almost. Kinda like this. And now I'll just drag these parts in. Same thing for right here. And now for screen pumps, kinda do the same thing. I've been experimenting with this, so either you could do it like that, or you could do it like this. Here's both of them. So now it's not really that much different than just do the rest for all this stuff. Kind of same thing. Put that in. Gotta make this a bit sharper like this. Now same thing for X and Y. Since I only use X this one time, it'll be fine just like this. Same thing for Y. Now that's really it. Although this part could be better, it will be fine for this video. And now this is where you'll do like shapes and stuff. We got a preset for it. Here are the settings. This is mainly the shake I use throughout all my edits. Sometimes I'll change the seed, depending on where it is. Just pause the video if you need to. And now I just copy and paste this for, oh yeah, by the way, this is my graph for the shake. And it is 10 frames. I didn't really count that at first, so yeah. And now I'll do like a more subtle shake right here. Maybe at 0.2, if not lighter. Now that's what that shake will look like. And now I'll just copy and paste this for the rest of it, since it's a nice low shake. And then you'll add like your fancy effects, like I would probably add like a tint right here or something like to desaturate it. And now just for a quick impact, more impact, you could always do frame glitches, like right here, the limit curves. For this, all you do is keyframe X from this or whatever position you want. And now, if I don't have that second keyframe, there's no blur. So, you gotta add that second keyframe, put it to 0. And now just kind of do that for other ones. There's stuff like that and transform. Actually, that's not where I meant to put it, but it turned out fine. So yeah, but instead of using blurring curves right here, I'll show you the transform one, because I think that might look better in my opinion. Turn off uniform scale, turn this stuff up to whatever amount, and now turn up scale, and now reposition it to wherever you want it to be, just without the black parts obviously. I'll turn up height, turn up width, make it look like it's toward the sniper. Just a whole bunch of frame glitches. Then more for impact, you could also use, like I usually do at the very end of the video, like I told you, exposure and bokeh. I'll usually like keyframe this from 20 to 0. But since it shows a bit right here, maybe put it below. Yeah, there you go. And now I could do it like right here maybe, but only a tiny bit. And then I'll also do some on impact. You don't want to do it every action, just because it'll get repetitive and stuff. And since I got flow, just use this graph on every single one of them. I just don't want to waste time on that. Same thing for exposure, do not use it on everything. I mainly only use it on impact. It really depends on what the amount is. Maybe 3 will look decent, we'll see. Put this down like that. Kinda like our Pancrop. Maybe move it over a bit. And now that you got all that done, this is what it will look like. Whoops, my mistake. But for this, you want it to go back down to, oh, it's because of this right here. You want this to be on 0. There we go. But now this is really what it'll look like. That's really it. And then for the timer app, you already know how to do it, but this is the graph cell I use and stuff. Sharp for this part, kind of just like that. Little curve, not much of one. So yeah. And then this is and that's really it for the Pancrop tutorial, and hope you got something out of this at least.